Hi, everyone, and welcome to the HRD question series, which is brought to you by the Oyster Academy. As usual, we look at 5 questions and we'll try to understand what these questions are and हे कसे attempt करायला पाहिजे होते. Not only that, we'll try and look at similar questions की कसे येऊ शकतील. That is what we normally do. If you haven't looked at the first session, please do so. This is just a continuation from that. So, question number 1 for today is underprivileged classes in education dash are considered. And there are 4 options: children of minority religions, physically handicapped children, children in scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and also children of migrants. Now, this sort of question, you have to base it upon one single aspect. Ki what do you understand by underprivileged classes? It is nothing but those sections of society that we have to give some form of protective discrimination. आता हे जे प्रोटेक्टिव्ह डिस्क्रिमिनेशनचा कॉन्सेप्ट आहे टू सी टू इट दॅट एव्हरीबडी कम्स ऑन पार विथ व्हॉट इज द बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स इन लाईफ. म्हणजे कसं की यू हॅव रिझर्वेशन फॉर विमेन वेन इट कम्स टू इवन आपल्या पोस्टचं झालं, इट कम्स ना रिजर्वेशन अपन देतो. वी ऑल्सो गिव सम फॉर्म ऑफ रिजर्वेशन इन एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस. तो वो जो है ना प्रोटेक्टिव डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, ये किन किन लोगों को दिया जाता है, वैसा वाला क्वेश्चन है. So it is not that you would find this in any form or any book as such. ये आपके basic understanding पे होना चाहिए था. So underprivileged classes would be considered children of minority religions as underprivileged. Yes, we would, because the issue of ghettoization of minorities that is happening in India, that is one. And second, when you look at traditional institutes that have been still set up for minority education, sometimes by minorities themselves, then the children who pass out from such traditional institutes unfortunately might not be on the same par as what is required by this new modern society as such. म्हणजे जे education पाहिजे ते. Then we would have national institutes of open schooling also involved in this. खूप मोठे मोठे schemes चालू आहेत आपल्याकडे आता. But then, yes, children of minority religions would be considered as underprivileged classes, where we would see to it that they get some form of protective discrimination. All right. तो मतलब उनको थोड़ा benefit मिलता है in terms with education. Physically handicapped children, yes, we will have to. We have something called our student-oriented programs. We have non-student oriented programs. So student-oriented programs, मध्ये we will give out scholarships, we will give out money for vehicles as well, even laptops वगैरे विकत घेण्यासाठी. Non-student oriented programs मध्ये we will train the teachers on how to handle differently abled students. मग त्यांच्यासाठी एक्स्ट्रा पगार वगैरे देणं झालं, त्यांचं ट्रेनिंग झालं. All of that will come up under handicapped children. Children for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, yes, we give out reservations, scholarships, massive amount of money that is being sent across the entire country to see to it that there are more number of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe students who enter education. And children of migrants, ये तो होता ही है. आपल्याकडे एवढा धनगर समाज आहे which keeps on moving from one place to another, आणि मग त्यांच्या मुलांना एज्युकेशन पासून ते वंचित न राहू यासाठी आपण त्यांना ना एज्युकेशन गॅरंटी कार्ड्स असं सुद्धा देतो, where they can go from one school to another without any hassle whatsoever, and they can continue their education right away. So when you look at this particular question, underprivileged classes A, B, C, D, ये चारों के चारों ऑप्शन यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे. All right, so that is the answer for. The next question: from the following, which program is related with qualitative development of education? Okay. See, education can be divided, or rather is based upon a 3 simple formula. The 3 principles are access, equity and excellence. ठीक है. Access का मतलब है कि you start setting up schools, you see to it that kids come to school. Equity मतलब सबको शिक्षा मिलनी चाहिए, आणि excellence मतलब सबको अच्छी शिक्षा मिलनी चाहिए. Now this is the basic concept. As per the new education policy, आपण 2 गोष्टी अजून ऍड केल्या, which is access, equity, excellence, accountability आणि affordability. ठीक आहे. अशा 5 गोष्टी आता आपण 5 बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल्स वरती पूर्ण एज्युकेशन सेटअप केलेलं आहे. बट वेन यू लुक ॲट इट फ्रॉम द डेव्हलपमेंट पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह, यू हॅव क्वालिटेटिव्ह डेव्हलपमेंट आणि यू हॅव क्वांटिटेटिव्ह डेव्हलपमेंट. ठीक आहे. आता जेव्हा आपण ऍक्सेसमध्ये बोलतो ना, नवीन स्कूल्स बनवणं, नवीन क्लासरूम्स बनवणं, टीचर्सला हायर करणं, दीज विल बी योर क्वांटिटेटिव्ह डेव्हलपमेंट. ठीक है. क्वालिटी का मतलब आपने एक्सेलेंस का पार्ट है. सो एक्सेस, इक्विटी, एक्सेलेंस की जो बात की थी मैंने, एक्सेलेंस का पार्ट है. मग त्याच्यामध्ये टीचर जे तुम्ही भरती केलेत त्यांचं ट्रेनिंग व्यवस्थित व्हायला पाहिजे. ते तुम्ही क्लासरूम्स बनवलेत ते ऑल वेदर क्लासरूम्स पाहिजे. असं नाही की आपला पाऊस पडतोय वरनं पाणी गळतंय असं पण नाही पाहिजे. The benches that you take, the duster, the class, the blackboard, everything has to be of the state of the art kind of a technology. ठीक है, पर ऍटलीस्ट ढंग का तो रहे, अगदीच गरिबी नको प्रत्येक गोष्टी. दॅट इज गोइंग टू बी युअर क्वालिटेटिव्ह डेव्हलपमेंट. दुसरी बात, आता आपल्याकडे एवढ्या भाषा बोलल्या जातात. मराठी सुद्धा, मी पुण्यात मराठी वेगळी होते, विदर्भात वेगळी होते, मराठवाड्यात वेगळी होते, खानदेशमध्ये अजून काहीतरी वेगळं चाललंय. सो यू हॅव डिफरंट dialects of one single language in India. There are so many languages that don't even have a script. Tribal languages है. तो वो बच्चों को सिखाने अगर मुझे पड़ेगा, I will have to see to it that I will teach them in their own language and see to it कि उनके language में कुछ ना कुछ script आए. ठीक है? So only then will I be able to develop in on basis of quality. So the implementation of language policies, agreed, it has to be done. दूसरी बात, kids in the primary age group, that is first to fifth standard, as per our policy that we are running right now, त्याच्यामध्ये they learn a bit better when they are taught in their mother tongue. ठीक है, तो उस टाइप से हम लोग लैंग्वेज पॉलिसी भी इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे, ज्यादा से ज्यादा चीजें मदर टंग में सिखाने की कोशिश करेंगे. दैट इज अगेन लैंग्वेज पॉलिसी. आपका जो करिकुलम है, लुक एट इट दिस वे एज वेल. द करिकुलम दैट यू हैव राइट नाउ, you unfortunately are more of, it is more of rote learning rather than you guys learning or practically learning कुछ ऐसा बहुत difference आ रहा है. So the better curriculum that I have, it will be better to develop a child qualitatively. सही बात है. So see, setting up of curriculum based upon की कुठल्या वयाच्या मुलाला काय शिकवलं गेलं पाहिजे, क्वालिटी डेव्हलपमेंट ही हुआ. मी दुसरीतल्या मुलाला 10वीचं काहीतरी लिमिट्स आणि इंटिग्रेशन मॅथ्स मधलं शिकवू शकत नाही, किंवा अमोनियाचा गॅस कसा बनवतात ते शिकू शकत नाही. दुसरीतल्या मुलाला मी एबीसीडी आणि त्याच्यामध्ये सेंटेन्सेस कसे बनवायचे, ड्रॉ कसं करायचं हे शिकवणार. सो दॅट इज गोइंग टू बी इम्प्रूव्हिंग माय क्वालिटी. सो मेकिंग चेंजेस इन करिक्युलम ॲट ऑल लेवल्स ऑफ एज्युकेशन is also qualitative development. And then if I want to improve the teachers and I want to improve students knowledge overall, I will have to train my teachers accordingly. That means there have to be new pedagogical techniques that have to be implemented. Now listen to this very carefully. Hiring teachers will be quantitative development. However, training those teachers will be qualitative development. ये difference है. ठीक है? So point number 3 also will be valid. However, point number 4, this says to uplift the economical status of a student. Now, education will help develop or uplift the economical status of a student. It is not a qualitative development of education. इकोनॉमिकल स्टेटस बढ़ रहा है बच्चे का, वो उसका क्वालिटेटिव डेवलपमेंट नहीं है एजुकेशन का. ठीक है? So this last part would not be valid. Only first 3 statements are. That is why answer 1. Okay. Okay. Now this I think we have already spoken of in the last video itself. So let's see. Right to Education Act was implemented in India except Jammu and Kashmir with effect from which date? 26th of August 2009. It got the presidential assent. 1st of April 2010 pasna it was implemented. That is, it came into effect from. Ha question hai. Okay. So when was it passed? Agar question aa gaya, that is 26th of August 2009. When was it implemented from? From 1st of April 2010. Okay. Be careful with that. So it is answer 1. Next question. In 2002, the 86th Amendment of the Constitution was made. It stands for what? 86th Amendment. Very simple. It was for right to education as a fundamental right for every child. ठीक है? बाकी के राइट भी बच्चों के लिए है, no doubt. However, this is the 86th Amendment 2002 मध्ये, which brought in Article 21A into the Constitution that said right to education as a fundamental right for every child in the age group of 6 to 14. नाउ यू माइट से की इथं 6 to 14 दिलं नाहीये, आणि हे एव्हरी चाइल्ड साठी म्हणजे आपण जर का चाइल्ड इज लेट्स से 4 years of age, that is not a fundamental right, is what your argument would be. I completely agree to it. Okay. However, if you notice all of these options over here, none of them are defining the age. That is why the best option त्यातला सिलेक्ट करायचा आहे. जर का तुम्हाला 2 ऑप्शन दिले असते की let's say option number 2 would have been right to education as a fundamental right of every child, and option number 3 would have been right to education as a fundamental right for every child between the age group of 6 to 14. असं clearly mentioned असतं, then you would have selected 6 to 14. If it is not there and none of the other um, options have ages given, in that scenario, you will select this particular option. Right to education is a fundamental right for every child. That is 86th Constitutional Amendment, 2002. And last question for today. Let's see. The year 2010 can be said to be important year in the context of the governmental intervention to ensure welfare of children. ठीक है, दिस इज नॉट द क्वेश्चन, दिस इज जस्ट अ स्टेटमेंट. असं देखील एमपीएससी करतो कधी कधी, स्टेटमेंट देतात, क्वेश्चन काय थोडासा त्याला पुढे असतो. ओके, दैट स्टेटमेंट वरती बरेच स्टुडंट्स कीप ऑन रुमिनेटिंग ऑन इट की अरे ये क्वेश्चन क्या है, क्वेश्चन क्या है, ये क्या पूछा जा रहा है, आणि मग तिकडे चुका करतात. बट लुक ॲट द स्टेटमेंट. The statement is very simple. The year 2010 can be said to be important year in the context of governmental intervention to ensure welfare of children. ठीक है, we completely agree. ये statement दिया है आपने. Question क्या है? Which of the following acts came into force in 2010? That is the question. Okay. Is it the Right of Education Free and Compulsory Education Act? That is the Right to Education Act जो बोलते हैं. Model School Scheme, Right to Dignity in Education Act, and Juvenile Health and Education Act. Okay. Now here, since we are doing right to education or इसमें, so we know for a certain fact ये 2010 का ये particular act है. So the answer is 1. However, Model School Scheme is a completely different scheme that was running on, and it is under now the ages of Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. तो वो completely different चल रहा है, and it was definitely not done in 2010. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय होतो की आपल्याला खरं माहिती पाहिजे की कुठले कुठले स्कीम्स कुठल्या कुठल्या तारखेला आलेले आहेत. दैट इज वन लर्निंग फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. तो जब भी आप स्कीम्स कर रहे हो तो वो स्कीम किस डेट को आई है वो लिख के रखिए. अगर हो सके तो पुट देम इन ऑल इन क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर, सो नेक्स्ट टाइम यू नो विच स्कीम केम इन फर्स्ट एंड विच केम इन लेटर. सो दीज टू. Whereas for 3 and 4, these don't even exist. अशीच नावं टाकलेली आहेत. असं कुठलंही ऍक्ट वगैरे काय नाही आहे. Right to dignity is completely different. Juvenile health is completely different. It has nothing to do with Juvenile Health and Education Act. असं काय नाही आहे कधीच. So you also need to know की नावं खरंच काय आहेत आणि हे खरंच ऍक्ट आहेत की नाही. This is nothing but to sort of थोड़ा फंसाने के लिए कि अगर आपने पढ़ा नहीं है ठीक से आपको लगेगा अरे ये भी एक्ट है वो भी एक्ट है ऐसा लगेगा. But that is not the case. All right, so the answer over here is answer 1 because Right to Education Act came into effect from 1st of April 2010. Okay, बघा फक्त एकाच अमेंडमेंट वर ना किती सारे क्वेश्चन तयार झाले. Fair enough. So those are our 5 questions for today. I will see you the next time. Thank you for watching.